my name is Asta and I'm here to teach you about how to save web form data to spreadsheets. Now, what even is a web form? It's a web page that allows a user to submit data to a server. This can be something like a mailing list,
sign up page, or a contact form, which is what we will be working on today.
The tools we need for today is a Google Sheet or an Excel spreadsheet, and an IDE or text editor of your choice, where we will actually start writing our code. You can use Atom, Sublime, WebStorm, and many others. The level required for this tutorial is beginner, but you do need to know some basic HTML and JavaScript. Don't worry, this will be easy and quick to follow along. And if you want to know something more deeply, feel free to Google it or leave a comment below and we will help you out.
Alright, let's begin with step 1, setting up a contact form. You're going to open up a blank file in the IDE of your choice. I'm using WebStorm and it already has the basic HTML set up and I just changed my title. Now we're going to start a script tag where we'll be adding jQuery from a CDN. We need to make sure we have full jQuery to use Ajax. So Google full jQuery CDN and click on the first link. Click on jQuery 3.x uncompressed. Copy and paste right under title. We will be adding another script underneath this where we will create the function subform. First, Ajax. As I mentioned earlier, we need Ajax, a jQuery syntax to make requests to an API without the site refreshing. In this, we will be writing the URL, which you will be leaving blank for now because I'll show you how to get an API in a little bit. Next, the type post to actually post the data. Then data is our data method that creates a JavaScript array of objects, ready to be encoded as a JSON string. This function is called if the request we made is successful, and if there is an error, this function will be called saying that there was an error. Lastly, don't forget to close the script tags to make sure everything works. We are done with the head tag and now we're moving on to the body. In here, we'll be creating our contact form. First, we start with form ID is equal to my form, which was what we put over here. So if you want to change the name, make sure to change it in both places. Next, we have the label tags, which is what will be displayed on our form. Then there is the input name tag. Now, these name attributes are very important because this is what our column headers will be for our spreadsheets. If it's a different name, then it would not work. I did the same thing for email, and then for age, I wanted to have two different options, so I did my input type as radio. Values are what I would want the values to display. Lastly, we have message, and that uses the text area tag, so users can input a message into the form. We're almost done with this. We just need to add the button over here because we want to be able to actually submit our data. So this uses our function subform, which we have up here. Again, if you wanted to have a different name, remember to change it in both places. Make sure all of your tags are closed because it's time for step 2, preparing the spreadsheet. I've opened up my Google Sheet and already started writing full name. I'm gonna write all the inputs, so email, age, message, and I named it contact form, and that's all you have to do. Now I'll also be showing you how to use it on your Excel file, which I've already done over here. As I mentioned before, it is very, very important that all of these column names are the exact same as what is in our input tag. Step 3, getting your API. We're going to go on to apispreadsheets.com, and if you don't have an account, you just quickly sign up over here and it's free to use for up to 10 files. Go to the upload tab, and I'm going to start with my Google Sheet, so just click here, connect your Google account, and select your spreadsheet. This is a quick tutorial that pops up each time, and I highly recommend to actually look at it. It's very short and it really gives you a good idea on how to use API spreadsheets. Here is our contact form that we made over Google Sheets. The default is that our API is private, and if you want to keep private, here is the access keys and the secret keys. but I'm going to be turning that off, and I will be getting my API URL, which I just have to copy and paste where our URL was. So obviously for you it's going to be blank, but I'm just going to put the URL I just got for mine. I'm going to be uploading my Excel file. I just added the contact form file that you saw me make earlier. I'm going to take off the API, go to read, copy my URL.
Yay, we're done with the code part, and now it's time to do some testing.
Okay, we are back to our code, and I am going to hit run. And this is how it should look on your local host. I've filled out my name, email, age, message, and submit. Yay, it says form data was submitted. Now, if you get an error here, feel free to leave a comment or give us an email and we'll try to see what was wrong. Just for having another data type, I put another message in here to submit, and that also works. Yay! Now, when I went back to my Google form, you could see that it's all here. Yay! For Excel, go back to API Spreadsheets and you could go to your Files tab. I'm going to go to More Actions over here and click on Download File. Before I open that, I wanted to also show you more code samples we had, because over here we have an HTML1 where all of this code is found, and it makes it very easy if you are trying to do something similar but obviously have more details and more things to do. You can have this as a template, easy to copy right there already with your API code. Here is our Excel file, the data that we submitted. Yay!
Congrats, you got through this tutorial, and now hopefully you have a good working form. API Spreadsheets makes it really easy for you to use spreadsheets as a backend. And some things to keep in mind with this tutorial is that you can keep submitting data to this spreadsheet and it will contain all the records whenever you view or download it. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Any questions, leave a comment below or email us and we'll get back to you. Thank you!